This courtroom is on edge. A mother, a marijuana violation, and a judge who's not holding back. Today, you'll witness a high-stakes probation hearing that could send this woman straight to a Texas state jail for 2 years over one choice. She's completed classes but keeps failing her drug tests. And now, the judge is faced with a tough decision: terminate probation or extend it. The emotional stakes are high, the legal consequences are looming, and what's said in this courtroom will challenge how we think about addiction, parenting, and the justice system. Stay with us, because the final decision might not just affect her future, it might tear her family apart.
Probation. It's just, you can't do it. So you have a choice to make. What you're on probation for is a state jail felony. And let me see here. You're on deferred adjudication. So if you were revoked, you're looking at 2 years at the state.
What the judge just explained is critical. The woman is on something called deferred adjudication, a legal lifeline. If she follows all court orders, her felony charge might be dismissed. But if she messes up, she's looking at up to 2 years in state jail. That's the trap here. It's not just about marijuana, it's about violating the terms of a legal opportunity most defendants never even get. This isn't about criminalizing weed, it's about the terms you agree to when you're given a second chance. Audience check in. Do you think marijuana use should still be a probation violation in 2025? Or should courts show more leniency in these cases?
You've taken the classes, but you're not internalizing anything. It appears that your go-to is, let me use marijuana. I had a good day. Let me use marijuana. I had a bad day. Let me use marijuana. I had friends in college, and you know what they would tell me? They would say, oh my gosh, the air is so crisp and cool. This reminds me of great days. I'm like, what great days? They're like sitting on the balcony at the apartment smoking marijuana. I never smoked marijuana, but they tell me that there are some good memories sometimes that people have associated with that. You are making bad memories by using marijuana. Mm-hmm. And you will continue to be extended, or maybe a motion to revoke is going to be filed on you for using marijuana. When you're on probation, you're not allowed to use marijuana. You're not allowed to drink alcohol. Those are the rules. Those are the rules of Texas. You go in any courtroom in Texas, and guess what? You can't use marijuana. You can't drink alcohol.
Let's talk about what just happened. That wasn't just a legal warning, it was a motherhood intervention. The judge is laying it out. Your 11 and 12-year-olds are smelling marijuana on your clothes. That's not an accusation, that's a fact of proximity. This is where law intersects with real life. It's not about courtrooms anymore, it's about kitchens, bedrooms, school mornings. And when the judge says, good mothers, you can feel the emotional weight drop in the room. Viewer question: should personal struggles justify probation violations, or does being a parent make the stakes too high?
To the state jail facility for 2 years. And Vashon will tell you, I've sent women to prison, women to the state jail facility, men to prison, men to the state jail facility, because we can only do so much. And after that, we'll move on to the next case. Do you understand? So guess what's going to happen today?
Getting extended?
Yes, you are.
Yes.
And you know what comes with that? More reporting, more fees, all of that's going to pile up on you. And you know whose fault it is that you're getting extended?
Fine.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So the next time you think about smoking marijuana, you need to ask yourself, do I want my probation extended? Do I want to go to the state jail facility for up to 2 years? If your answer is yes, then you go ahead and you smoke your marijuana. And guess what's going to end up happening? Your children will not be with you potentially for 2 years. And in that 2 years' time, anything can happen, because I don't care what anybody says. Good mothers, nobody loves a child like their mother if it's a good mother. If it's a bad mother, then you can't say that. Do you understand? Mm-hmm. Be a good mother to your children. All right, we're going to extend her. And I'm going to want her tested for levels. And if those levels do not start to drop, file a motion to revoke. And I will hear your case. Maybe you'll be brought over dressed in blue. Maybe you'll bond out, but I will hear your case if those levels go up. Do you understand?
Mhm.
So how often are you using marijuana? Is it every day?
No.
When?
When I do have bad days,
All right. And why are you having bad days?
who doesn't?
Is it like life?
Yes, it's hard being a mother, a daughter, a sister, a girlfriend, a cosmetologist, a felon. It's a lot. I make sure everybody's good. Nobody makes sure I'm good. I try
Oh.
to talk to my PO. My PO tells me she doesn't get paid enough to hear it. Like,
Oh, no. Let's not start with that, because let me just tell you something in this court. I do not allow people to speak badly of other people when they're not here.
Okay.
And I know that I've told you what I tell everybody else who comes in this courtroom. If you have an issue,
When she says, I make sure everyone's good, nobody makes sure I'm good, that's not an excuse, that's a cry for help. And the judge hears it, but also draws a boundary. You can't attack the probation officer if they're not here. Fair, but let's also recognize something deeper here. This woman is drowning in invisible weight, motherhood, survival, mental health, and her outlet is marijuana. Is it legal in some states? Yes. Is it allowed under Texas probation law? Absolutely not. Tell us in the comments, should there be mental health carve-outs in probation programs for nonviolent drug offenders?
everybody has bad days.
mhm.
So what are your issues? Why are you using? You say you have bad days, your boyfriend not listening to you. Well, if your boyfriend is not listening to you and he's a part of the problem, then you need.
The judge doesn't just go legal, she goes personal. When she says he doesn't care for you, she's not talking like a judge, she's talking like a protective mother. And she's right. If your partner is handing you the very thing that might rip your kids away from you for 2 years, that's not love. That's sabotage. In court, it's not just what you do, it's who you're doing it with. PSA, your relationships can literally send you to jail. Would you cut ties with someone who encouraged habits that risked your freedom, or is it never that simple?
Members who are not any good to you, once you evaluate it without the cloud of marijuana, then maybe they need to be cut loose.
Mhm.
There's no harm in cutting family loose. You send them a card at birthdays, Christmas, and Thanksgiving, and the holidays, and call it a day. So what else is going on? Is there some mental issue that we need to discuss?
Mm.
All right, you can't use marijuana. What are you suggesting?
Your Honor, we have listed the relapse prevention stay and quit program,
Okay.
and I think that would suffice.
All right, we're going to extend 6 months, amend conditions to the relapse prevention program, stay and quit program.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to want her tested for levels.
Yes, Your Honor.
And is there anybody she can talk to when she has issues? Me, if something comes up in my life, I can always pick up the phone and call my mom and say, this is what's going on. I have the support system. Do you have anybody that supports you and looks after you? Is that a no?
No,
All right. So is there any?
I'll talk to her.
All right. So she's going to find out if there's some support group you can get involved with. There are always support groups out there, even if it's you in a book club or something. There's always people you can talk to, because book club stuff sometimes spills over into life. And you probably need to get involved in a group. It could be a travel group. It could be a book club group. And at some point in time, you're going to meet somebody and they're going to be your friend. And that friendship will go outside the book club. And it may be somebody you can talk to with different issues. You understand?
Mhm.
All right. So do not come back here. testing positive for marijuana. I'm going to say this again. If you have an issue and you feel like your probation officer is not addressing it, you can always come to court,
Okay.
except for Saturday and Sundays because we're not here. All right. So we're here today on discovery. So where are we on that?
Yes, Your Honor, I spoke to Mr. Goldstein about it.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
We have like another box and it's something that I think we're gonna have to meet up and actually look over. Because I have I think 6 or 7 boxes right now.
There are literally thousands of letters that I think I have an obligation, due diligence to read. I'm about halfway through what we've got now. I think they have another box that they're gonna give us.
So we're asking for another discovery compliance.
All right.
Setting, Your Honor.
All right. I will
Let's switch gears. Now we're in a different case entirely. Massive discovery delays and thousands of letters yet to be reviewed. This is the part of court no one sees on TV. Mountains of evidence, backlogs, and attorneys begging for more time, not because they're lazy, but because due process demands it. The judge gives a rare 60-day extension, even throwing in some humor and country music wisdom. But the truth is, delayed justice is still justice. Viewers, would you rather your case take longer but be done right, or move faster with potential errors? Let us know below.
go through. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So how much time are you all asking for?
I think
Ask for the moon and maybe you'll catch some stars. Is that the way it
February,
goes?
by the way, I think the important places to look for important answers are the Bible and country and Western music. I'm better
Oh.
at country and Western music. How
Oh,
about
I love
February?
all music.
Me too, actually.
Country and Western music, though, sometimes it's so sad. There's a song where the guy is singing, and I love the song, but it's so sad. Where he's driving, he says, "That's my house, that's my dog, that's my
car."
wife, but that's not my truck."
I think you're talking about, I think you're talking about Ray Foods.
Yeah.
He does sound like
That's true.
country Western.
So with regards to discovery, I will give you all 60 days. I normally don't do that. Is that enough time for everyone?
I will hope so, Your Honor.
We hope so.
That's speaking of country, no. I think that should be enough, Your Honor. But I will be honest, this is a case I'm hoping we can work out.
All right.
There are a lot of moving parts that are beyond anyone's control in this courtroom that need to be resolved. But I do think we can work something out.
All
So
right.
that's my hope.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, on this case, if I can have a 60-day reset for discovery.
I think it's December 7th.
That puts us at December
It'll
7th.
be in February, but December 7th will be fine.
Well, you know what? We'll see where we are in December.
Thank you.
Okay. Because I've discovered attorneys, and I include myself in that, we tend to procrastinate because you always have something, I say, on the stove that's on the front burner. Then when you have something else, you say, I'm going to put that in the freezer because I have this that's boiling on the stove. So, Mr. McIntyre, we're going to come back on December 7th to see where we are on discovery.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you have any questions about anything?
No, ma'am.
All right. Anything else that the court needs to cover?
Can I bore not on behalf of the defense, may I bore the court with country and Western?
Most definitely.
My son got in a fight in junior high school, and the sheriff called me and asked me to come out and meet with them. And my son was upset about a girlfriend.
Mhm.
And that story about the Bible and country and was something that the sheriff said, "Why don't you go home and talk to your son?"
Mhm.
And my wife, of course, you give him some advice.
Mhm.
And he's 34 now.
Mhm.
And I said, there are only 2 places to look. And so I took him up to my room and I put on I think it's Garth Brooks song about he went to a high school football game and he saw his old girlfriend. Well, he was with his wife and he saw his old girlfriend and he remembered dropping to his knees and praying to God that he could spend the rest of his life with his old girlfriend. And it was a live performance, and the audience went into the refrain, "Thank God for unanswered prayers."
Oh yeah, I love that song.
And me too. And I told my son, I said, "Look at your mama."
Mhm.
I ended up with a significant upgrade. If you just hang in there, life is gonna do you all
Oh,
right.
it's
Yeah,
good.
absolutely.
Yes, most definitely.
Thank you.
All right, and I'm glad you said junior high. Now people are talking about middle school. That's how old I am.
What we witnessed today wasn't just a probation violation or a procedural delay. It was a window into real lives entangled in the legal system. One woman faced the weight of motherhood, mental health, and addiction. Another case revealed how the sheer volume of evidence can delay trials for years. The judge balanced tough love, legal clarity, and humanity, reminding us that behind every case number is a real story, with children, choices, and consequences. If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns. We are just getting started.